Okay. So I find it funny, right? That everybody talk about overseas, third world countries, every woman is the same and blah 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 blah. I might make this video about ARC or a comment of somebody who decide he always want to talk about red pill shit and red pill men and passport men, but when somebody talk about his YouTube daddy, he's gonna say how disrespectful it is when he's been disrespecting red pill men and everybody men over and over and over again all the time. But that's not the case of this video. See, company. I mean, the world watch. The world is watching what America has become, especially when it comes to dating, and they're not gonna let feminism destroy their country. They're not gonna let their men be alone, and they're not gonna let a bunch of thoughts take over their country. So you're gonna start seeing this more often now. This is why I say pay attention to the laws in countries, other countries, because if you want to move there or get married there, it will affect you. Now, Indonesia passed a criminal code banning sex outside of marriage. So, in 3 years, sex outside of marriage will carry a jail term up to a year under new laws, which take effect in 3 years. The risks come from a rise in religious conversation in Muslim majority countries. Critics see the law as a disaster for human rights and potential blow to tourism investment. No, I see an increase of tourism investment. Why? Why? Because there are men out here who just want to get married. This will be a great for a bunch of men who ain't going overseas for sex. They can't play games with women overseas. So now, they're trying to fight this law. And I told you about, people out here saying that feminism is everywhere and it's slowly going. A lot of countries are seeing what feminism has done to the men in the West. And they can't afford to have weak men in their country. They can't afford to have men just be so weak. They won't fight and they won't have a purpose in society. They want men to want to marry. This will cut a lot of shit out in their own countries. And I think Indonesia also have a cheating laws as well. So I find it funny that nobody's talking about this law in the quote unquote black manosphere. But like I said before, you don't see dating coaches, you don't see self-improvement artists, you don't see none of that in other countries. You only see it in the feminist countries. You got to ask yourself why. So, this is great news for a person who wants to get out of the country and go find a wife in a country that's actually more religious based, more family oriented. And hopefully a couple other countries change their laws so feminism doesn't touch it at all.